Hello everyone. Welcome back to UGC Net English Quiz. Today's first question is, who is called the English Homer? The English Homer. Answer, Geoffrey Chaucer. Geoffrey Chaucer is called the English Homer. The second question is, who is called England's national Homer? England's national Homer. Answer, Richard Hakluyt. Richard Hakluyt is called England's national Homer. And Geoffrey Chaucer is called the English Homer. Moving on to the third question. In which of Joseph Conrad's novels we find the character Charles Gould, who is a native Costaguanero of English descent, who owns an important silver mining concession near the key port of Sulaco? Answer, Nostromo, A Tale of the Seabird. In which of Joseph Conrad's novels we find the character Charles Gould, who is a native Costaguanero of English descent, who owns an important silver mining concession near the key port of Sulaco? Nostromo, A Tale of the Seabird. The fourth question. Writers and poets from Lewis Carroll to Allen Ginsberg have been called dash. Answer, neo-romantics. Writers from poets like Lewis Carroll to Allen Ginsberg have been called neo-romantics. Now the fifth question. Dash is a fictional character and the main antagonist in the novel Treasure Island, 1883, by Robert Louis Stevenson. Answer, Long John Silver. Long John Silver is a fictional character and the main antagonist in the novel Treasure Island by R.L. Stevenson. Question number 6. Who wrote the essay on A Defense of Hindu Theism? Answer, Rajaram Mohan Roy. Who wrote the essay on A Defense of Hindu Theism? Rajaram Mohan Roy. Question number 7. Dash is a figure of speech featuring a phrase that utilizes negative wordings or terms to express a positive assertion or statement. For example, $10,000 is not an inconsiderable sum of money. Answer, litotis. Litotis is a figure of speech featuring a phrase that utilizes negative wordings or terms to express a positive assertion or statement. For example, that $10,000 is not an inconsiderable sum of money. Question number 8. 19th century realism was in its turn a reaction to dash. Answer: Romanticism. The 19th century realism was in its turn a reaction to Romanticism. Question number 9. Dash is Carmon's only non-surviving work, a 9-line alliterative praise poem in honor of God which he supposedly learned to sing in his initial dream. Answer: Carmon's hymn. Carmon's hymn is Carmon's only non-surviving work, a 9-line alliterative praise poem in honor of God which he supposedly learned to sing in his initial dream. Question number 10. Who called Robert Browning as an uncompromising foe of scientific materialism? Answer: William Henry Hudson. William Henry Hudson called Robert Browning as an uncompromising foe of scientific materialism. Question number 11. Dash is known as the father of tragedy. Answer: Aeschylus. Aeschylus is known as the father of tragedy. Twelfth question. Marianne Dashwood is a major character in Jane Austen's work Sense and Sensibility. By the end of the novel, Marianne is married to Dash. Answer: Colonel Brandon. Marianne Dashwood is a major character in Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility. By the end of the novel, she is married to Colonel Brandon. Question number 13. The Glorious Revolution, also called the Revolution of 1688 or the Bloodless Revolution, took place from 1688 to 1689 in England. It involved the overthrow of the Catholic Dash, who was replaced by his Protestant daughter Mary and her Dutch husband William of Orange. Answer: King James II. The Glorious Revolution, also called the Revolution of 1688 and the Bloodless Revolution, took place from 1688 to 1689 in England. It involved the overthrow of the Catholic King James II, who was replaced by his Protestant daughter Mary and her Dutch husband William of Orange. Question number 14. The Wanderer, the Seafarer, etc. belong to which genre in Old English literature? Answer: Elegy. The Wanderer, the Seafarer, etc. belong to which genre in Old English literature? Elegy. Question number 15. Edmund Spenser dedicated his pretty poem of Virgil's Knot to Dash. Answer: Robert Dudley The Earl of Leicester. Edmund Spenser dedicated his pretty poem of Virgil's Knot to Robert Dudley, the Earl of Leicester. Question number 16. The Plumed Serpent is a political novel by D.H. Lawrence. Lawrence conceived the idea for the novel while visiting Dash, which is the setting of the novel. Answer: Mexico. The Plumed Serpent is a political novel by D.H. Lawrence. Lawrence conceived the idea for the novel while visiting Mexico, which is the setting of the novel. Question number 17. John Dryden justified his conversion to Catholicism immediately after the publication of Religio Laici in his Dash. Answer: The Hind and the Panther, 1687. John Dryden justified his conversion to Catholicism immediately after the publication of Religio Laici in his work The Hind and the Panther, 1687. Question number 18. Scriblerus Secundus was a pseudonym used by the writer Dash. Answer: Henry Fielding. Scriblerus Secundus was a pseudonym used by the novelist Henry Fielding. Question number 19. William of Malmesbury, a historian, was inspired by Dash. Answer: Venerable Bede. William of Malmesbury, a historian, was inspired by Venerable Bede. Question number 20. Francis or Fanny Price. Frances Price or Fanny Price, who is named after her mother, is the heroine in Jane Austen's 1814 novel Dash. Answer: Mansfield Park. Fanny Price or Frances Price, named after her mother, is the heroine in Jane Austen's 1814 novel Mansfield Park. Dash was a group of English painters, poets, and art critics founded in 1848. Answer: The Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, later known as the Pre-Raphaelites. The Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, later known as the Pre-Raphaelites, was a group of English painters, poets, and art critics founded in 1848. Question number 22. Whether I shall turn out to be the hero of my own life, or whether that station will be held by anybody else, these pages must show. This is the opening of Dash. Answer: Charles Dickens' work. David Copperfield. Whether I shall turn out to be the hero of my own life, or whether that station will be held by anybody else, these pages must show, is the opening of Charles Dickens' novel David Copperfield. Question number 23. Who wrote the poem about Robert Buchanan titled Lament? Answer: James Mackintosh Kennedy, also called James Kennedy. Who wrote the poem about Robert Buchanan titled Lament? James Mackintosh Kennedy or James Kennedy. Question number 24. His Dark Materials is a trilogy of fantasy novels written by Philip Pullman consisting of the works Northern Lights or The Golden Compass, The Subtle Knife, and the third work is answer: The Amber Spyglass. His Dark Materials is a trilogy of fantasy novels written by Philip Pullman consisting of three works. First one, Northern Lights, also titled The Golden Compass. Second one, The Subtle Knife. And the third one is Dash, The Amber Spyglass. Question number 25. Adolf Verlaque, who owns a shop in Soho in London, is the main character in Dash. Answer: The Secret Agent by Joseph Conrad. Adolf Verlaque, who owns a shop in Soho in London, is the main character in Joseph Conrad's novel The Secret Agent. Question number 26. Who wrote the anthology of essays titled The New Historicism, 1989? Answer: Harold Aram Weezer. Harold Aram Weezer, who wrote the anthology of essays titled The New Historicism. Harold Aram Weezer. Question number 27. Sir Angus Frank Johnstone Wilson, whose short name is Angus Wilson, is one of England's first openly gay authors, was awarded the 1958 James Tate Black Memorial Prize for his work Dash. Answer: The Middle Age of Mrs. Elliot. The Middle Age of Mrs. Elliot. Angus Wilson. Sir Angus Frank Johnstone Wilson, in short, Angus Wilson, one of England's first openly gay authors, was awarded the 1958 James Tate Black Memorial Prize for his work The Middle Age of Mrs. Elliot. Question number 28. Malcolm Stanley Bradbury, in short Malcolm Bradbury, can be called a dash novelist. Answer: campus novelist. Malcolm Stanley Bradbury, whose short name is Malcolm Bradbury, can be called a campus novelist. Question number 29. Someday I will go to Aarhus to see his peat brown hair, the mild pause of his eyelids, his pointed skin cap. Which poem of Seamus Heaney begins thus? Answer: The Tollund Man. Someday I will go to Aarhus to see his peat brown hair, the mild pods of his eyelids, his pointed skin cap. Which poem of Seamus Heaney begins thus? The Tollund Man. Now the last question. Zvetan Todorov is famous as a dash. Answer: structuralist literary critic. Zvetan Todorov is famous as a structuralist literary critic. Let's finish now. Meet you again in the next class with some more interesting questions.